We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Love. And this one complete to Reed. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Love. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. From the left hash, this from 39. Garibay's kick is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Keep our poise. Give us some. Show what you got. This is the calm before the storm, baby. Dig down the let's go. Let's go.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Prescott now from the 50. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Packers offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Love. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 37 yards for A.J. Dillon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Come on, let's go. Dominate this. It's game time. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What's the deal, y'all? Get it, babe. This is where you step up, right here, baby. Let's go. Step up right now. It's all about you. Come on now. It's all about you. Let's focus in. We gotta get this going.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Prescott looks to throw on first. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Oh, able to avoid him. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the 39, Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Love going to give this one to Jones. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He finds Watson complete. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jones is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Jones again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. So a decision to make there. They declined the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Garibay's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here we go. Get set to go. I'm trying to take it to the get him going. Let's go, baby. Let's rock and roll. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Get ready.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. His throw incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that 1st snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Love looking to throw it. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Play action this time with Love. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. To throw now. Here's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Garibay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Baby. They can't really stay. All right, guys. All right. You a big week every week. Let's do this. Come on, let's do it. Take it. That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Taken in at the 3. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be Packer football. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit. And he gets a small gain on the play.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Prescott off play action. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Going up top. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 66 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Cooks. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And another juke. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Left side to Lamb. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And his kick is good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Get him going, baby. Once again, we got to get it done as a group. It's showtime, baby. Let's go, let's go. What's that? Hey, what we got? We got to be big time now. We can work for it. I know you like it. I know you like it. Let's go, man. Play a little aggressive, baby.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Throwing. Love. Being chased out left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Love. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Up the middle, Jones. And this will be a Packers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
They'll go again to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And again, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
The 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 17, Prescott. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.